Hi, I'm Jackie Topa. I've been getting a lot of emails about these pressed clay buttons, so I thought I'd just do a short video and show you how I've been doing them. Most of them I just leave white because I prefer the color with marker, but I'll do this. It also makes a difference how fresh your clay is. Now mine's starting to get a little bit, I've had it open several times, so it's probably not as soft as somebody's if it's fresh. So what I do is I just might want a little bit more in there, and then all I do is I just rub the center until those buttons show. Get rid of this plastic. So I just keep rubbing like that until they come out. And then you'll get, as you rub it, I don't know if you can see that, it starts to stretch a little, so just press the clay back up around the buttons and then squish it down. Now at the edges, if I have some excess, I just keep pulling it out and rolling it off like that. So if my centers have distorted, again, I'll just squish it down and push it towards the center. And then when I'm all done and this isn't as much clay as I want to stay in my mold, I go around the outside edges and I just pull that all in, just so the button, just so the edge of the button is nice and round. You can trim it off if you have excess there, but it makes it neater if you don't have to. Okay, and then I'll do the other two. And I do the same thing, just see how much it's going to need. Wiggle and press and rub until your buttonholes are exposed. I usually end up having to push a little bit more back into the middle. Okay, those aren't real neat, so again I'll push it. And I will roll my edges in. And I'll do the same with the little button. You want to press good and hard too. Sometimes if you don't, like now on this one, I had a little gap. So if you have an air bubble or a gap in there, it won't fill in that space. So I just rub that. The button, the tiny one's a little bit harder, but he's so cute. It's going to make good snowman buttons for some of our Christmas projects. And there, doesn't that make a perfect little button? Okay, so now I'm going to put this in the freezer. I know people say 5 minutes, 20 minutes. I find for me the magic number is 30. If I put it in for 30 minutes, it doesn't matter how soft my clay is, they will come out solid. So I'll put that in the freezer and I'll let you see that. Okay, I had 3 minutes left on my timer, but I was getting impatient, so. But at 30 minutes, just about, they sort of just pop right out. Hang on to the holes in the middle. I don't want to get my fingers in there. If you squish it, it'll leave the marks on the front. So I just keep working them until they come out. Oops, that one I touched. And that's it. That's how I make my buttons. One thing too is once they're out of the freezer, even just for a few seconds, they're sticky. So if I touch that now, they'll kind of stick to everything. So you sort of want to place them where you want them to go and leave them. And I let them dry overnight, and then they're pretty good. And I just want to show you how, this is one that's been maybe about a week old. Oops, I broke it. But they don't get hard, they just, I even ran them through the Big Shot and it springs right back, it holds its shape. So they're a little bit crisp, but not stiff. And that's as dry as they're going to get.